Charlie Kirk would tear his own jaw off just to get Trump's cock a few more inches down his throat. Inspiring. I agree with this.
I've complained about this. You guys have all heard me complain about this. The most annoying thing is going to be in 3 years, assuming we're all still here, listening to all of the conservatives pretend that they couldn't see all of this coming with Trump, or pretending that they didn't actually support it, or pretending, yeah, it's going to be really, really annoying. I mean, they already kind of do it, but yeah, watching all of the stuff getting rewritten in real time is pretty insane.
How do you keep track of all the contradictory beliefs and behaviors of Trump supporters? Because, like, you must have a spreadsheet or something, because I've stopped trying to be able to follow it all.
I mean, I thought about at one point, like, keeping track, but it truly doesn't matter. It's like, it just doesn't matter. They don't, like, everything changes so fast. Probably maybe when midterms come up, if I'm like debating larger conservatives again, I'll try to track like 5 or 6 big walkbacks, I guess, because there have been several huge walkbacks. But everybody always has a way of like morphing their opinion out. Like, obviously the bombing Iran stuff is kind of funny. The thing that pisses me off the most is that when people are doing politics, one of the things they do is they fight for history. They try to rewrite history so that it can fit whatever they want the current paradigm to be. And I mean, like, it used to be that people would rewrite history, 20, 30, 40 years ago, or 100 years ago, but now it's like they try to rewrite history like sometimes days ago,
right,
or like a couple years ago. And the frustrating thing with a lot of the Trump stuff is that the only reason, like, technically, Trump hasn't even been hypocritical, but the way that Trump and conservatives rewrote history from the first term has now made him hypocritical. So, like, you always heard this no new wars under Trump thing, or at least like Trump didn't get us any new wars. That's not true. Trump bombed Syria, right? That was it. Nobody talked about that. Somehow that like gets omitted. That's just one example. Trump has always been incredibly hostile towards Iran. So you look at a guy who's bombed other countries. He increased our attacks in Yemen, right? No problem bombing Syria, right? And then now we're in this term, and if Trump came in and you genuinely believed in the no new wars thing, and now you see him bomb Iran, it's like, oh my God, this is horrible, although they'll find a way to defend anyway. But it's like, well, actually, it's really just a continuation from Trump 1. You guys just kind of forgot or intentionally rewrote it, I guess, which is super annoying.
Are they not just going to say, constantly keep saying that, no, these aren't wars. These are just like tactical, strikes.
They'll find ways
whatever.
to rewrite it,
Yeah.
But like when Obama like Syria was a full war that the U.S. was involved in, despite us not like really formally being involved in it, not anywhere near to the extent they say. Or things will be full wars if conservatives wanted to be full wars, they'll say it. But when Trump does it, it's not a full war. It's just like a single attack.
Right.
Which, I mean, like, personally, like, I don't think that I wouldn't call like this right now a war with Iran. I mean, you can maybe say with Israel, but the reality is, if you say that, Israel's been at war with Iran for, I don't know, 30 years.
Forever, yeah.
But like conservative, if this would have been like Hillary or Obama or Biden that would have bombed Iran, they would have called it a war. It's a full-scale war that we're in now. So, yeah.
The pro-Palestine people online seem to be saying that, see, just like that, Trump has drug us into another war, and you wouldn't think that that's very fair.
Well,
at this point,
I mean, I would say it because it's funny and because he's an idiot, but I don't think there's gonna be a long-term war with Iran. The only concern right now, I guess, so the other concern before was if Israel can't blow the reactors up, then the U.S. probably will, and it seems like that's what we've done. And now the only concern is apparently there's a third reactor. I don't know all the names of them, but there's a third site that I think we shot some Tomahawks at, but we haven't done like the big bunker buster mission on that. So if we can't blow that up and all the uranium is still there, like, will the U.S. do another mission? I'm not sure. I don't think Iran has the capacity to do like a huge response. It doesn't seem like it. I mean, I think like when you see Iran saying stuff like, oh, actually nobody died in the nuclear facilities, my guess is that stuff like that is a good thing. Because if Iran was saying like, well, 100 people died, then that necessitates some kind of response. But if they're saying, well, that didn't even impact us, then they would just say shit like that. Kind of like when they bombed that Israeli airport, and they were like, we caused so much damage to Israel. Like, it's good for them to say that publicly because it shows that they want that to be their big victory and they want to move on politically from it. So, yeah.
Right. What something I felt was morally interesting in my own mind was seeing people posting that military target eliminated, and it's a physicist. I thought that I don't know, that caused something interesting morally within me, because it's like, yeah, I mean, these scientists that have been eliminated are working on presumably weapons of mass destruction, and you know, for that reason, I guess they are a legitimate military target. What do you think of the moral implications of scientists being targeted? And
Honest to God, I've never really thought about it that much. I don't know if there are rules of war that are carved out for people like that. The thing is like, my guess, I'm shooting in the dark here, but I'm probably right. I don't think these are like nuclear scientists who are, you know, at the University of Tehran publishing papers to the New England Journal of Nuclear Energy that are furthering nuclear research for Iran. My guess is these are people that are directly involved in running, like they're less, you know, physicists and more employees of like a nuclear plant who are in charge of the centrifuges and enriching stuff. That'd be my guess. So,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I've never heard of any international law that's been carved out in terms of preemptive strikes or attacking nuclear power plants. So I don't even know, in terms of rules of war, what that would even look like. Not that anybody in the Middle East cares about rules of war, so.
Yeah. What's up, everyone? Yeah! We all made it. Someone tried to cut the cord on us down at the Queen's Theater, but we outsmarted them, you see. It was Trump. Yeah! Trump did it! It wasn't David Pacman. Oh. I'm sorry, I have this vision of David Pacman going down there with like wire snips. I don't know why that's in my head. I'm sorry.
If I don't respond, it's just because sometimes it's hard to hear it's a little boomy, and when you're looking away from me, I have a hard time hearing you.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Gotcha.
just hanging you out to dry, sorry.
No, that's my fault. Do we have any debaters in the house yet who signed up to debate tonight? Yeah! First debater. Who else? Number 2, yeah, right on. Number 3, sweet. Some of you have code names like Mr. Wise Guy. Ooh. Is that you? No, I'm sorry. Yeah. Make sure you guys get a drink. Check out the new partnered merch, Pangburn/Destiny, in the back, original, by one of Destiny's trusted artists. And get a drink, because it is smoking hot in here. This water is now boiling.
I think it's wild that the rest of the world, the U.S. public, and it seems like sometimes members of the U.S. cabinet are being updated live on what our policies are, our position is towards Iran, literally just from Trump's social media feeds. Apparently I'm reading hours after Vance goes on the Sunday shows saying that the U.S. is not interested in a regime change. Apparently Trump truths out, it's not politically correct to use the term regime change, but if the current Iranian regime is unable to make Iran great again, why wouldn't there be a regime change? MAGA.
The fact that he has to squeeze his tagline in there is just curious, show of hands. How many of you, and don't be afraid to be honest, how many of you are in support of the United States dropping bombs in Iran recently? Anyone? Yeah, we got we got some support back there. Yep, we got support. Okay, and how many of you just don't give a fuck? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, don't give a fuck. And how many of you hate it? Okay. Why do you hate it? It doesn't work.
So, the United States, Biden, leaves Afghanistan, the United States has been there for 20 years. You get out, the United States is finally out of doing these office, which we've all been complaining about. And then all of a sudden, Trump gets reelected, and it starts bombing Iran. He's never left, he's always there.
Yeah, but did the United States really leave, though? Like, have they ever really left?
No. Iran doesn't work, Iraq doesn't work, Afghanistan doesn't work, they just don't work. But we keep on staying there, we're raising our tax dollars, we're dying, and look, conservatives are like, whoa, yeah, let's go.
Well, I'm going to be calling you up on stage tonight because you got a lot to say, so we got to hear from you. Hell yeah, right? Right?
Are you guys at home? Can you hear the audience asking questions, or I'm not sure if they can hear him or not?
No, unfortunately
Okay.
not.
I see we got a lot of. Wait a second. How many Vosh fans do we have in here tonight? All right, 3 or 4. All right, okay. Where are you guys getting all your anti-imperialist opinions from? They're not coming from me, motherfuckers. All right. Oh, man, okay.
How about Hassan? Who loves Hassan? We're hearing a lot of boos, folks.
Who would I have the biggest audience overlap with? What content creator? Okay. You got a Mr. Girl fan in the house, all right.
Troll.
He's working on that second manifesto.
Tonka trucks. Yeah.
Tonka trucks, okay. Jane Doe, a lot of them out there, all right.
Fuck, we need to mic the audience here. Man. Yeah. So it is a 12 drink minimum tonight. So don't fall behind. There is a lineup right now, so don't go up right now. Yeah.
What's your favorite U.S. city?
My favorite U.S. city.
He's about to say
man.
Denver or something. I can
Not a
feel
big
it.
fan of the U.S. No, I'm kidding. It's an all right place.
Okay, Mr. Canada to Mexico, you hate everything in between? Come on.
I mean,
Geez,
what's your
favorite Canadian city?
I do dislike a lot about the United States of America.
What's your
I don't
favorite
like
Canadian
your
city?
radical gun, the gun nut culture you guys have. I know you love guns.
I do love guns.
Yeah. I mean, I actually saw your video recently, and I love. You know what? I'm actually kind of a hypocrite because in my algorithm, I watch the gun videos that people post. So maybe I just do like watching gun videos and I don't know it. But yeah, there's things I don't know. It's hard for me to see through the lens of Donald Trump and the way that elections go in this country and find something to like here. I don't know. It's tough.
Okay.
I know. It's
wow. We go
I
back
don't
and
know.
forth. We have a crazy politician, not crazy politician. I think it's.
You guys should be more like Canada.
Wait, didn't you guys have a crackhead as the premier of Toronto or whatever?
We did.
For wherever province that is for a while.
that
Rob Ford.
Rob Ford. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, all right.
Said I have never smoked crack, and then the video came out as smoking crack. But Justin Trudeau was an excellent leader. Nothing wrong with him. Seriously.
Really? Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I heard a lot of negative things about Trudeau.
That's because everyone who's chronically online just loves to hate on him because they're jealous of how beautiful he is as a man.
Okay. That's a
But
take.
yeah, literally don't believe all the crock of shit you hear about Justin Trudeau. He actually did a fantastic job, and he bowed out at the right time so that Mark Carney could come in and pulverize Pierre Poilievre, which actually...
That was us. You should thank us for that. I'm pretty sure Trump is the one that tanked Pierre's chances and the Conservatives up in Canada.
I don't think Canadians give a rat fuck what Donald Trump thinks, though, to be honest.
Oh, come on. No,
seriously.
shot.
I know
saw
you
your little trucker freedom protest over in BC where half of them
That
had
was a
fucking
crock
U.S.
of
flags on their trucks, okay, to show how much they love Canadian freedom, all
That
right?
was a crock of shit.
Oh, my
The
goodness.
only reason why the Emergency Act was enacted was because we have fuck all for police support for anything because nothing ever happens up in Canada like that, but they needed the support. So, but people like Jordan Peterson spreads constant misinformation about Canada and people think there's some truth to it, and there's absolutely not.
Do you speak French?
No.
You're not even a great Canadian. Unbelievable, man. You're over here,
Yeah.
bruh, true. Where's my soundboard? Whew,
Welcome,
glad it's
everyone.
cooling
Where
off.
are we
It's
at?
a brisk 88 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Should be getting down to 86 pretty soon.
Fuck.
All right.
No, maybe I would pick Las Vegas.
How can you? That's like the most stereotypical hopeless capitalist town. Like you just go through row after row of people who are turned into actual zombies on the slot machines.
It's the worst place in the world. I'm convinced.
But that's your favorite U.S. city.
No. I just, if I had to pick one, I might pick Las Vegas.
My God.
I've never been to Miami, though. You like Miami?
You like Miami? Or are you
No,
asking
you
if I like
do. I've never been there.
Why'd you say I like Miami?
Well,
I live there, and I like it.
Okay.
I do a podcast there now. I'm held hostage by my Jewish friend.
You're
I don't have the option of leaving right now. It was actually essential, he told me, that I stay until yesterday to continue to do pro-Mossad propaganda. I don't know what changed or what happened, but he said now I'm free to go.
damn. Are
Sorry,
the,
Zionist
are the
friend, not
beaches
Jewish.
there nice at least? Are the beaches there decently nice in Miami?
They're okay.
You don't go to the beach much, do you?
I've been to beaches.
Oh, okay.
I feel like if you go to like, kick whoever just left, kick the ones out that just left. Okay, get these people out of here. I feel like I don't know if you've been in the Caribbean at all, but I feel like when you've gone to some of those places, it's hard in the U.S. I feel like we don't have the nicest, like in Aruba, like in Cancun, the water is like blue and it's like perfect. In Aruba, it's like clear and there's like a Disney World of fish underneath. And then in Miami, it's like green and brown and the temperature's nice, I guess.
Right when you said the Caribbean, I thought of when I cruised through the Caribbean. I stopped at St. Lucia, and I got off the cruise ship, and there's this big sign saying "No gays." Serious. And I asked a guy, the police officer staying there, I was like, "No gays?" And he was like, "Yeah, man, we bash you in the head if you gay here." I was like, holy fuck. And I knew someone who was gay on board, and I literally waited there because I knew they were coming down. And I was like, man, you can't go. He's like, no, I'll be fine. I just won't do anything gay. And I was like, okay.
Wait, was your friend gay, or was it?
It's going to be tempting to try and get away with something if someone says that.
Okay.
But, I mean,
wait, was your friend gay?
No, yeah, my friend